upstairs. So you just drive straight ahead and take us to the front of the line. Tell the police officer.
And we are back with more talk time here on WEFM's Activated Mornings. And this time we are going to hear from some people who are on the ground. They're going to tell us about what things are like, because they are there and we're in the studio. So we're going to let them bring that to you. On the line, we have the representative for the ULP to give us the rundown. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, WFM. How you doing?
We good. We're in good spirits over here. What about you?
Well, we're doing fine on this side. No violence, no disruption. We are a peaceful country, and we're trying to maintain order in this democratic process called election.
Mm-hmm. You don't dip your finger in the ink? You already did your thing?
I'm actually looking at it right now.
Oh,
I did it. The presiding officer told me I need to take my hand out of the ink because I didn't want to remove it.
You will want to call. All right. So how things looking? How the lines looking?
Oh, some of the lines are actually long. Because where I'm at is at the Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial School in Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 polling stations here: the WKI at WKI 1, WKI 2, and WKI 3, and they are in alphabetical order. Okay, so 2 of the lines, which consist of Q, R, and the other one I think is L. So J to P, those ones are very long. Since I came here like an hour now, they have not been moving as I think they should. But the other 2 polling stations are moving very swiftly. Some of them literally empty.
Okay.
Nice.
And in terms of like young persons who have turned out, what has that been looking like so far?
The young people are turning out. This is what I've seen. They're in the line, they're not leaving the line, and they are participating in this, as I said, democratic process. I've seen a lot of young people accompanying their grandparents or parents, and they're here yet voting. In fact, quite a number of new voters. Yes.
Okay.
And they seem very excited as well.
Yeah. And now we break it down by sex. Is a lot more men turning out, or a lot more women turning out? How are you looking so far?
I would strike a balance, based on what I've seen. Actually, the young men of them seem more enthusiastic.
Wow.
I don't know why, but they seem more enthusiastic in terms of facing, casting their first ballot.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So the messaging went out.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. The line you said with the I think you were giving us the surnames, a particular number. You said that's the one that has the longest line. What surnames that be again? From
so what I'm actually looking at it to see. There's literally one person standing in that polling station, and there is another one. D to H, there's 5 persons in that line. J to P, that one is extremely long. And I recognize, I think, Q to probably Z. That one is also very long. So it shows by surnames that those polling stations have very, very heavy voter turnout.
I bet it's the surname Williams. We're holding up that last line. That is Alan Williams.
Well, I was just about to say, I'm glad that I hear the A to C line is the shortest. I hope that is the case everywhere.
Literally, there's like only one other person walking up to the line as we speak. So yeah.
But don't get tricked. I have plenty Bronx too. They probably just saying They probably just say
it. All right.
Yes.
Did
but
you?
Yes, they're out here. There are agents in both of the political parties, because there's only 2 candidates contesting here, Daniel Cummins and Keith Peters, and both of them seem to be cooperating in terms of sharing data. Because what happens is when you come, you give the agents your name so they can point you the direction of the polling station.
Okay. Did you get a chance to see anything from any other polling stations or speak to anybody who were at any other polling station or who was?
Actually, I did Central Kingston and East Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
On my way to give my uncle a ride, I met right outside, I think, Hot 97. I was surprised, but there is a polling station within that vicinity. Sent agents there,
Okay.
and that was just a very short line. It seemed like that polling station is not a lot of lanes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to the Gospel Hall, that's East Kingston, and also the curriculum development and the CW Prescott, those are 3 voting stations there, which they were quite long lines, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And things seem to be, moving smoothly there as well. What you may recognize when you get to some of the polling stations is that the parties, especially I think ULP, have their agents in a black and white color with different distinguished cultural, significant locations. For example, on West Kingston, using the Port Charlotte, West St. George's, the cricket bat, which represents sport. North Finnwood, you would see a drum, which represents aspects of our traditional culture. So they went culturally this year with their black and white.
Okay.
Nice. I like
I
that.
don't even think I ever paid attention to that before. But it's
People
interesting
step
to
out.
note. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, so, but one of the things I must highlight, though, I think I didn't see a lot of traffic officers in terms of some areas are very tight where parking and access is an issue because there are persons who are incapacitated who require to get directly to the polling station and into the yard. So that is presenting some issues, I think, because the way people are parked on both lanes and so on. So there've been there'll be some issues with traffic where I'm standing. Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for giving us this update, and we wish you all the very best for the rest of the day.
Yes, thank you for that as well. And Vincentians, whatever the result is, we are Vincentians, and I encourage everyone to respect the rights of the people. And I hope that both leaders, whoever emerge winner tonight, will make an early statement promoting peace and unity so that our country can continue to have these exercises peacefully because we are a peaceful society.
Yes. Thank
Totally
you.
endorsed. Totally endorsed.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Thanks.
You just heard from our representative or the representative from the ULP giving us a rundown of how things are on the ground, voter turnout in terms of the youth, the male versus female, what traffic situation, and things like that. We are now standing by to connect with our representative from the NDP who is going to give us the rundown from their side of things. In the meantime, somebody, if you're listening, I need somebody from West Kingstown to tell me how Lowman School looking. Have you seen the lines at the Lowman's Leeward Anglican School? Let me know.
Hi, good morning.
And we have made connection with our representative who is going to give us a rundown. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fine.
All right, lovely. So you've been on the road. I don't know what time you went on the road. Curious question.
Well, I've been on the road since 5 a.m.
I was bathing at that time. And what are things like? How are things looking? Have you been to the polling station? What is the voter turnout like there?
The voter turnout is good so far where we are located, but I can tell you that the process is very slow. They're taking long to vote, and I don't understand why.
Okay.
So there are lots of persons in the line, but the lines are moving really slow.
Is it that there are a lot of new voters perhaps at those stations? Do you know?
I can For the area that I am in, there's quite a number of young new voters coming out, and they are the ones in terms of demographic out at the stations this morning.
Okay.
Do you think that it might be a case of I'm not sure what you call those individuals, but having to explain the process to them in terms of what they would do in terms of folding the paper after, etc.? Do you think
so? Like the process. In some instances, I can say yes. I visited one polling station where you can actually stand outside and hear what's going on the inside. So I think in that particular station, it's poorly organized, and we're having some queries. But hopefully, I think in a few hours we should have things petered out.
Okay.
And what is the general mood for those persons who have been in these lines for a while?
Pardon?
What is the general mood of the persons who have been in these lines for a while? Because sometimes if you feel like you're going to be
persons are generally quiet. There's one polling station where I explained to you just now that there are these inconsistencies. Some voters are irate. I've spoken to a few persons, exiting, and their complaints are there are things that aren't working as they should. But obviously, I wouldn't be privy to that because I haven't even casted my voters yet.
Okay.
But
which happens to be in that very polling station. Right. So maybe by midday I'll have another opinion.
Okay.
But you're also doing your best to encourage persons to stay in the line and not to leave.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone turning away because of impatience.
Great.
I haven't seen that.
Great.
Persons are there, they're waiting. It's been raining. Persons walk with their umbrella. They came pretty prepared. So I'm not seeing anyone turning away at the moment.
Okay. In terms of those persons who might, let's say, be disabled, the older persons, those women who are pregnant, heavily pregnant, what has the assistance been like for such persons?
Sorry, you were breaking up a bit.
Oh, okay. Let me say it again. So for persons who might be disabled, any sort of other impediment, women who are heavily pregnant, those who are elderly, what sort of assistance has been given to them to help to speed the process up?
They've been getting preference to vote and, leave immediately. And I haven't seen any instances where the other voters are upset or querying anything so far.
Lovely. I'm that just sent a nice chill through my body because I'm so happy to hear that we're cooperating this morning. That's good.
From my end, yes. I don't see an issue with the voters. I think there's some, processes that needs to be, sorted out. And once that happens, I think we should be moving forward smoothly.
Okay. We just heard from somebody who is on the ULP side. They've made reference to where they are, issues of parking and traffic, and there not being a lot of traffic officers. What is it like where you are?
I kind of have to run. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
But
we
I'm
understand.
not seeing an issue with traffic so far.
Okay then.
We understand.
All right. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe and all the best.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
All right. All right. So we just heard from the representatives from the ULP and from the NDP, giving us a rundown of things that are happening on the ground. You've heard from them. Maybe you didn't get a report from your side, but we are going along smoothly, as we've heard, to the best of our abilities. And persons, the best thing that I've heard so far, people are cooperating. There is no violence. We're going well. Love that.
No cussing going on. We're happy to hear that.
Yes.
Because we know we mouth hot when people jump, we think people, quote unquote, jump in the line. But I'm happy to hear that the cooperation is happening. I'm also quite happy to hear of the young persons who are turning out to vote. And in the case of what the ULP person said, the males who are turning out to vote.
Yes.
Listen, men.
Big up yourself.
All right. Morning, Mary.
Good morning. Just calling to let you all know the people like us who are have a disability or whatever, we are being treated kindly, nice. The chief. I went there, and then I tell you, the gentleman and them who came for me, they had me hug up, hold up. To that polling station, and I was treated nicely. I get to cast my vote and everything, and I was out very quick.
All right, I have a question. I have a question for you though. When you go to cast your vote, because you're blind, it means that you have. Is it that you walk with somebody to assist you, or is there someone there?
I walk with someone to assist me, but because they don't vote at that polling station, they were not allowed. But before, years ago, when I was going, because I not now that I have my blindness, right?
Okay.
My daughter-in-law at the time, she used to go with me, and it was okay. But she passed away last year, very young, so that I had to get someone else this time, right? And they were not allowed to do it because they said that saying that they don't vote at that polling station. So one of the presiding officer decided to do it, but it was done in front of everyone.
Oh.
You understand?
Okay, when you say in front of everyone, because your vote is secret. Explain that part for me, right? So I could have understanding.
Okay. What happened, right? When I get there, not to the public, but to those inside, right? It's like, okay, the presiding officer, the police who is there, the person who was there for NDP, the person who is there for ULP.
Okay.
And it was done, the question silently, so that just only those of us who are there. And then I said, who? And then she said, y'all see, y'all hear, and she marked it. And then she asked everybody to look at it. Everybody look at it. And then she signed the papers. So she had to do, she put it in. Before she put it in, I went and get my hand into the ink. And then she went back, she take it off, and then she said, I am putting it in. And she did that.
Okay.
Right there. And then after I had to leave. It was done fairly. Okay. It was done in the right. Yes, I'm happy about it. And in the way it was done, I trust them.
Okay. All right, good. I think one of my curious questions in terms of what happens in particular with the blind, you've answered it this morning, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, over the years, since I've been doing it, I think it's been done. Okay, so and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
Okay, great, great. Happy that you went on out, okay?
Yes, even I had to on my knees and my hands.
Lovely, Mary, lovely. All right.
Anita, morning, darling. We waited.
All right, continue to have a good one today.
Same to you as well, okay? Bye-bye.
And with that, we are going to head out of this talk segment and head straight into our ECCB currency exchange rates as it is 9:03.
Nothing else